Bum 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 bum. The Peter Gameshow. Bum 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 bum. I'm at an IHOP in Tempe, Arizona. We have a board game meetup every Friday night, and I'm a bit late, so I'm just waiting to start another game. And I thought I would record a live stream while I wait. Part of the reason I moved to Phoenix is that I really got accepted for who I am here, being a solo sexual. I hope to do better at work. I am getting a little bit more acceptance here than I did in Seattle, but there's a lot of room for improvement for sure. I want to advocate more for myself. Uh, I did kind of advocate for myself, but I kind of made a mess of myself this week because I was trying a little bit too hard. I had come back from Thanksgiving break and I was super recharged that week, and I thought my coworkers would see. And when they didn't see, I wanted to talk to some of my clients to see if they could reschedule. And my boss kind of got wind of that. Was like, I shouldn't have been talking to my clients, but he understood it. So we sat down and had a good conversation. And unfortunately, I have a hard time cutting through the red tape. People see that my colleagues have children to tend to, childcare issues, aging family, and I'm kind of at the bottom of the pyramid where I have to work those wonky hours to support my colleagues who are in mainstream life, right? And unfortunately, it's kind of weird because I feel I'm being punished for taking those odd hours. See, I work through Christmas hours where the hours are kind of scattered and there's not that many, but I still have to be in Phoenix that week, right? And I might take off on a different week. So I'm doing them a favor by taking my Christmas break in January, but as a penalty, I miss more hours, right? It feels kind of weird. Um, I, I think that there has to be a solution to that, right? You shouldn't be punished for taking off on a less popular time to take off for vacation, right? But you know, uh, at least I'm getting the hours I want off. Anyway, so taking a little bit of a break from the other Peter show. This is the Peter Gameshow now. Uh, Let me see if I can show one of the board games on here. Here's a game I hope to play tonight. It's called Five Alive, and it's kind of like blackjack, where the goal is to not go over 21. And but there are action cards that will change. Well, let me do a little fortune telling. Draw cards until I get a 4, because 4 is death, right? Or maybe draw cards until I get over 21. Let's see. Now, speaking of fortune telling, January 13th is a Friday the 13th, and it's really bad luck. So every time we've had a Friday the 13th during this pandemic, we've had a big outbreak. I'm a little bit nervous because there's also an occultation of Mars from the moon. Again, it'll be visible January 30 here in Phoenix at 9:30 p.m. All right, ready? Okay, that's a 1. That's a reverse. Doesn't really add to the score. 1 plus 2 is 3. Death. 3 plus death is 7. Death. We got 11. That just changes the score to 21. Okay, so let's start over. 2. Reverse, that doesn't do anything to the score. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's a draw 1. Doesn't do anything to the score. Death. 5 plus death is 9. Death. So 9 plus death, that makes 13. 14. 14. 14. That makes it a 10. 10 plus 6 or 16. And that makes it a 21. Okay, so we avoided busting at least. That makes it a 10. 13 plus 6 is 19. Okay, we might bust now. That's a skip. 22, bust. Five. Oh, in Chinese, five is pronounced wu, and it's a kind of a lucky number for me because when I was a kid and I had trouble waking up, my mom would wake me up to go to school, and I would ask for 5 more minutes. And we speak Chinese at home, so I would put 5 fingers up and say wu. My mom would wake me up and come on, wake up, we gotta go to school. Wu. And my brother, he thought five. Wu meant to procrastinate. He didn't realize it was a number. He was maybe less than 2 years old at the time. And we tell him to do various things, and he would say wu, meaning not yet. He didn't realize it was a number until much later. All right. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Game Show. Bum, 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 bum,